say that I am a quite big fan of classical music.
Right. Now, how important is singing in your culture?
Yes, I think singing is very important in every culture these days because music is considered as a language. By music, a person can spread his message to a massive population or beyond the boundaries. So I think music is very important in every culture, and this is same in my country as well. We have different type of music in our culture, like folklores are very famous, and other than folklores, classical music of my country is also very famous around the globe. And young musicians and young singers are also performing very well in rock music and hip hop.
Right. You see, this is mostly opinions that we have to express. Okay, they want in all these questions. I am noting that they want our opinion or about some facts. So four things are always expressed in present tense. The universal truth is in present tense, and when you are using proverbs, they are always in present tense. When you give your comments, they are always in present tense. And some facts, like Lahore is near Ravi. So this is a fact, we cannot change that, okay? So
Mhm.
these type of sentences, you see, they are in present. And I am noting
Mm.
that when these four questions you have answered me, you're perfect answers that you have given to me. And you see, you can note that you did not, you were always using is, am, are, has, have, as plus one can. And that was, you are covering the present tense with these words only, okay?
Yes.
So that is the beauty of your speech. Okay.
Mm.
Otherwise, if
Yes.
you see shuffle from present to past, I can note it. I'm you see very attentive to this fact that you are shuffling or not shuffling, and the
Okay.
use of verb forms is also very good. So your English is good, and you need not to worry about that. And in the second part, they
Okay.
say you have to talk about a topic for 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make some notes to help you in, if you wish. You see, apparently, this seems that this sentence are for your help. Okay, actually, this is a kind of trap. This is to
Okay.
check your fluency. So you must
Mm.
not be affected by this kind of speech. Okay? Remember that
Okay.
this is not a sympathetic speech. This speech does
Okay.
not mean your good performance. This speech does not mean help to you. But be careful, listen and ignore. Okay,
Okay.
it is not very
Okay.
important, but they do say this. Actually, when a person has fluency, they introduce that, say this is it, indirectly they are giving an impression that the task that you are going to do now is a difficult one, and it needs writing notes. It needs this or this or that or that. Okay, so it's
Okay.
something. This task is not very difficult, and easily
Mm-hmm.
the person who has fluency, he can do that quite easily. So describe a
Okay.
film or movie actor is
Okay.
about a person. Okay,
Okay.
describe a film actor or movie actor um,
Okay.
from your country who is very popular. Okay, so you should say
Okay.
who this actor is, what kind of films, movies he is making, or what you know about this actor's life, and explain why this actor is so
Okay.
so the
I
full.
have to talk about an actor who is of my country, or I should talk about any actor.
This is your country. You see, here they have written from your
Okay.
country.
Okay. 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 That's it. Um, I will start right now
Mhm.
without taking 1 minute to think.
Mhm.
Um, There are many actors in my country that who I really like, and I am quite inspired by by their acting, and I think the actors in my country are of very good quality, and their acting skills are fantastic.
Mhm.
But here I would like to talk about a particular actor who is very famous in my country. His name is Fawad Khan.
Mhm.
He belongs to a Pathan family, basically,
Mhm.
and he lives in Lahore. He has two sons, and he has a very beautiful wife.
Mhm.
And if I talk about his acting skills, then I must say that he has very good and fantastic acting skills, and
Mhm.
he is popular all over the world.
Mhm.
Even he performed in many Bollywood movies, and I remembered his last movie with a very famous Bollywood actress. He performed with Sonam Kapoor, which is very versatile actress as well.
Mhm.
The movie was blockbuster, and movie earned a lot of revenue, and it generated a lot of money, which was proved as the fantastic movie in the criteria of the world. And as far as as far as his personality is concerned, he is a very versatile actor by personality, and he has also very diversified personality, because he can easily switch from character to character, and he has a very good quality and ability of acting, that whatever role he play, he just go in depth of that character, and he just act that he is living in that character at when he is performing in the movies. And he can speak various languages at the same time, which is also a very distinguishing feature of his personality. And he is very handsome, by the way, because all the things and all the clothes that he wear really suits his personality. He has very cute and short beard on his face, and he is very slim smart by physique, and he is also nominated in award ceremony of my country, and he won the award of best actor in the style in my country. And he performed in many Pakistani movies as well as, and he gave very blockbuster movies in Bollywood and Lollywood industry as well. And he also performed in TV dramas as well. He has very good and leading dramas in our industry. I remember his one drama that is Humsafar, wo Humsafar tha, and I was a big fan of his drama. His this drama, and I saw that drama multiple times. And all the movies in which he played our leading role are very family oriented. We can easily watch his movies with all our family members. There is nothing to worry about any inappropriate or bad scenes in the movie. And I he did not play in any movie that contains violent or criminal activities, which is also a very distinguishing feature of this actor. And many other actresses are also in desire to act with him, because he is considered as the most stylish and handsome person and actor in my country. And other than this, I am a big fan of him, basically. And I always remain in search of his personal life, and whenever I had a chance, or I had some extra time, I just search on internet about his personal life, because I am his very big fan. So I always in search of big or and new news about his personal life. He Many times he appeared on the media with his wife, and he told about her love story and his personal life many time in different interviews. And as far as his qualification is concerned, he is very intelligent person. And I read in a newspaper recently that he graduated from a very famous college of my country, which is LUMS. And he also took he also took a degree in law. And this is also quite astonishing factor of his and astonishing feature of his personality that I realized and that I know. uh, I think this is all about.
Oh, okay, that was very good. And you had to speak for 1 to 2 minutes, but you have spoken more than that. And that was great fluency. You have covered all the topics which were mentioned here. So there is nothing that you need extraordinary, carefulness while you see doing attempting this part 2 of the test. Okay. So the
Okay.
instructions here that you should think for 1 minute, you take down some, write down some notes. You need not do anything. Okay, this is for those students who are not competent enough to speak. It is kind of help to them. But those who have fluency, it's only to what I should say unnecessary instructions which are given to, and you can often wait for a minute, okay, and then start speaking. Just
Okay.
have a look at the topic. It will be not to see something that is very disturbing. It's quite simple one. Next,
Okay.
there are the part 3 that's relating to the topics that you have talked about the this movie actor star,
Okay.
and there are some questions relating to this type of topic. What are the most popular types of films in your country?
The film industry in Pakistan is very diverse. There are many type of films are produced in film industry of Pakistan, which is called as Lollywood. And most of the films are related to love stories, and there are also many films of on action. And there are also some movies which are on science fiction. And some recently some movies which are basically horror movies are released in Lollywood.
Okay, good, very good. Now, what is the difference between watching a film in the cinema and watching a film at home? Do you see any difference?
uh, Yes, I think both of the situations have very different impact and very different importance. Because if we saw a movie, if we see a movie in at home, then the environment provides us comfortability, and we can just stop and play movie according to our requirement. If I mean to say that if we have to do some other task during the movie, we can just stop it with our desire, whereas it is not possible in theater. We should have to obey all the rules that are assigned by the management of the theater. And we should also keep quiet when we are in a theater, just to give the privacy to the others. But the privacy in theater is not common and not available. And but the experience of watching movies is very good in theater, because you can see movie on bigger screens, and the sound systems are very good in theater.
Right, very good. Do you think that cinemas will close in the future?
Hello, sorry.
Do you think cinemas? Can you see the questions? Hello.
No, there was some distortion in your voice, so I just did not
Uh,
listen to the whole answer.
can you see the question now?
Yes, now I can see.
I did not share screen. Okay. So sorry for that. I was talking.
No, it's okay.
Do you think that cinemas will close in the future?
Yes, I think cinema. maybe close, or I think cinema will close in future, because now this era is of modern technology, and people have very easy access to many technological gadgets at their home, and there are also very much facilities available like Netflix and downloaders, from where people can just download latest and old movies, and they can just watch them anytime at home. So I think the trend of cinema will be in a decreasing fashion or in descending order in future. And I think the in future, very few people, or maybe no one wants to go in cinemas to watch a movie when they have easy and more comfortable access at home.
All right. Now, about theater, how important is the theater in your country's history?
Yes, I think theaters were very important, and they had the paramount significance in the in our country's history, because I heard many times from my grandparents that they used to go to the theaters to watch a drama or a play, because in theaters everything is played in front of the audience and on the stage, and all the moments and the all the activities that are being played are on the reality base, and they are just displayed on the stage in front of audience, and they were very important in our history, because they just reflects our lifestyles, our likings, our dislikings, and our culture as well. So I think the theaters are very important in our history.
Yes, it's live performance, and live performance has history when there were no cinemas, okay? When there were no cameras, live performance was there.
Yes.
So it
Yes.
is live performance is a kind of theater, you know. Now,
Yes.
how strong a tradition is today in your country and to go to the theater?
Uh, I think the tradition is not very much strong these days, because a very few number of people like to go to theaters these days, and most of the people prefer and they like to watch movies on their TV screens at home, and very few people really like to go to theaters nowadays, because movies not only provide the not only gives the facial expressions, but they also provide all the environments and the requirements of a particular scene, whereas in theaters the actors just only deliver their dialogues, and they cannot provide the actual scenes behind, and they cannot provide the required effects of sounds behind their performances.
All right. The last question in this line is, do you think the theater would be run as a business or as a public service? Should be run. So, do you
uh,
think the theater should be run as a business or public service?
I think theater, there is nothing to do with the public service. I think there are many other facilities and the opportunities are available for public service, like governments or the community centers should pay and could pay in the development of other public places like parks and malls and traditional markets, where people more likely to more likes to go. Whereas I think the cinemas or theaters will not be a very good idea if we put a lot of money on their development. So I don't think so that people will go to these theaters in future, because now, as I before mentioned, that today is the era of modern technology, so people really like to watch all these movies at home, and are on cheaper rate. So I think people will not really go to theaters these days. And I think the public services should be played in other by other ways, rather than paying and putting money on theaters.
Right, it's very good. Your the fluency is very good. When you start answering a question, that's very good, and with your explanation, that's also very strong. So you need not worry about anything. Okay, pray to God. Okay, and stay
Okay.
blessed. I hope that you will get very good
Okay.
marks. Your speaking is very good in this
Okay. Okay.
section.
Okay.
Don't have any problem. Okay, there's only 15 minutes test and you don't have to speak much.
Okay.
Today you spoke better
Okay.
than yesterday, okay? You are more
Okay.
organized. So this is very pleasant. I was asking you, are you
Okay.
trained for this or you have just, these are your own efforts? Did you get trainings from somewhere to speak like this?
Um, ex- no, I did not get much trainings on speaking. These are all my own like qualities and abilities. I just work on fluency by like speaking to myself on different topics. Other than this, these all are my own efforts.
Well, very good. That's a wonderful this skill that you have about speaking, and there's nothing wrong. You need not worry about your speaking test. Pay attention to some the other parts of the test. Okay? Reading, writing, we see listening, or something that. So
Okay.
in this part, you don't need to pay much attention.
Okay.
Only a couple of mock tests that you have just
Okay.
taken. Your performance is absolutely good and better than the examiner, I am sure. Okay, so you need not worry. But
Okay.
there's a little issue, a little
Okay.
1% issue when you say people and don't say people
Okay.
goes. You're very right, but that is not very
So people
irritating.
go.
Some people go. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so when this is opinion is always
Okay.
in present tense. So when you were talking about this question, the
Okay.
should. Okay, should means that they are demanding your opinion. So your opinion
Okay.
is present. Present means is am or has
Okay.
have s plus one can. So remain in that circle. Okay, I noticed that
Okay.
in while talking,
Okay.
while giving opinion, you used the word will or shall. People will not go to the theater or something like that. So that was striking. Okay, when you were giving
Mm,
your opinion, it should have been
mm,
in present tense, and present tense
mm,
means is am or has have s plus one can. But when you say will or shall, that means
mm,
you have come out of present and you have jumped into the future unnecessarily. Okay, so present
mm.
opinion is always in
Okay.
present tense. All right. When
Mm,
you use the word,
mm.
when
Uh,
you jumped into the future, I came to know from the word will only. You spoke many words, but it was the will that indicated that you should have been present and you were in future. But
mm, mhm,
even so, it is
mm.
not that your English is not good. Your English is really very good. Okay, you need not
Okay.
worry
Okay.
about
How many mistakes I did in the whole session?
1%.
Okay.
So
Okay.
5% is
And
5%
and
mistakes are common. We can ignore them. Okay, we can
okay.
overlook 5%
And
mistake and you made 1% mistake only.
okay. And what you think? How much my vocabulary is strong?
Very much, very strong. Okay, better than mine. I keep reading books all the time, but your vocabulary is very good, very strong, and you need not worry about it. If I go to the examiner, for example, if it is my IELTS test, I would go there without any worry, okay, as if I am going to
Mm,
see my friend. So I will go there.
okay.
Okay, ask me what you want to ask. Okay, it's like you can see this
Okay.
is the test before you. The test will be very much like this. Do you see anything
Mm,
that is worrying about this test? You need extraordinary preparation to to do this test as well? I don't think. Are you
Okay.
afraid of this test?
I am not basically afraid of the test. I was just stressed out because of the opinions of other teachers.
Well, my opinion
Otherwise,
is
this
very much in
and
your favor. Okay, I am a
okay,
skilled person.
actually, you can say that this is my you can say weakness, and because I am quite sensitive person in this regard, and I just uh, develop it on me whenever some teacher or say that you are committing a lot of mistakes. So I just
Listen,
uh,
I tell you something interesting about me. It was when I was 30 years ago in 1991. I was the
okay,
editor of English magazine when I was doing MA
okay,
English. Okay,
okay,
there were
okay,
about 50 students who were doing a master English, and I was the
okay,
leading one, and I was selected as editor of English for that magazine. People wrote, and
okay,
I just improvised them. So you can
okay.
see them, it was not that my English was weak and they made me editor of the magazine. You know that.
Yes, 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 definitely.
My picture was printed on the see college university magazine. So that
Okay,
was an honor for me. Even the teachers, they were very friendly because I was not afraid of them. I frankly talked to them. So it is 30 years ago.
okay,
Now, when I have seen different countries, I have been talking to many other people, variety of people, even in Pakistan. When I present myself to teachers, they find fault in me. They say, "You cannot speak. You this is problem. That is problem. This is problem." They are talking to
mhm,
me like this. So do you think I
mhm,
should compare you? It is because most of the teachers
mhm,
here in Pakistan, they are professional. They have what I
mhm.
should say. They don't want anybody else be superior to them, be better of them.
Yeah,
So this is one of reason. They have their authority. If somebody better comes before them, they think that it is their duty to find fault with that. Your English is very good. It seems that somebody, I was just having an idea. I was thinking that you have been to some institution and there was some very experienced person. He trained you to speak like this. Okay, I was thinking that is why I was asking you. Okay, did you go to some institution and did you learn how to speak?
no, not at all.
So
No,
that means the one thing that comes to my mind is that you have been reading books. Okay, so when a person is reading, has a lot of reading, then he develops this kind of speech. Okay, that's quite natural.
yes, I really like to read novels, but it's been an year when I last read the when I lastly read my last novel.
Okay,
It's been an year now.
even then, those who have been reading, for example, and then they have to speak later. My speech is when I used to read books. Even now, I have taken once again reading news or some other, let's see, books, IELTS books or passages. Sometimes unnecessarily, without any need, I
Mm,
keep reading them. Okay,
mm,
I
yes.
previously I stopped last see, 10, 15 years I stopped reading because I was thinking that my eyesight is being affected. So this was one reason
Okay.
that I just minimized reading. You know, Milton was there was a if you have heard about Milton, that was an English poet about 300 years
Mm-hmm.
ago, and he was reading
Mm-hmm.
books. He was very fond of reading books, and by the time he was 52 years, he lost his one eye, and doctors
Mm-hmm.
warned him that if he continued that reading practice, he would totally go blind. And even then, he
Okay.
didn't stop reading books. And by the time he was 56, he lost his other eyesight totally. He became totally blind. So,
Okay.
keep that thing in my mind. I just reduced reading books because there was no need to read so many books. I could easily. My basic purpose was reading books to communicate, and when I was easy to communicate with people, talk to them, understand them. So there was. I then realized that it is unnecessary to read the books. And the other thing was, you see, YouTube, internet, all these facilities they have come in my life, in our life. So everything, when in visual form, is right available. So there's no need to read the newspaper or all these things. We can see the movie and we can understand what the situation is going on. So for this purpose, I stopped reading books or newspapers, and this
Mm,
affected, you see, fluency, because I mostly did not have opportunity to make long speeches, talking to people. So my clerical job was there in my previous academies. Then I became administrator, and even now, some among some teachers, very good teachers, I have, you see, I am in their good books. And today I was
mhm,
sitting with a learned person. I was writing for him. He doesn't know typing, and I was typing for him. And he is very kind. He invites me to his house. He is a
mhm,
very successful teacher, and he writes
mhm,
for Red Spot O level books. And see,
mhm,
I have been typing his books, and he thinks that
mhm,
my English is good. That's why he's calling me. So
mhm.
I have my own position, and when the people, teachers, they say to me, "My English is not," I don't care for them. I know what is the idea behind. It is that they don't want to accept a person better than them. I wonder that
Yes.
who was the teacher who was finding fault with your English? Very surprising. Okay. So it
Okay.
is a kind of their personal jealousy that they don't want anybody better of them. They don't want to see anybody better of them. So this is one of the reasons.
Mm,
Your English is good.
yes.
Okay. You need not in your
Okay.
teaching. This is my guarantee. In the speaking,
Okay.
you will not have any problem. Okay. The more
Inshallah.
when you mean to present yourself for the test.
I think no, I think the test is day after tomorrow.
Okay, you have, if you wish to take, you see, one more test or two more test, mock test, you can give me a phone call. I will be available.
Okay, okay, I will
So Maki was telling
definitely.
me about 3, 4 o'clock. You can make a call, no problem.
Yes, I have test at 3 o'clock. So for the test, I should reach there around an hour before.
Ah.
So I will leave at around 1 o'clock from my home, and before that, I will call you definitely.
On the test day, when it is test day, don't take any test. Okay.
Okay,
Before the Monday
okay,
before tomorrow, you take the
okay.
test.
Then I will call
Relax
you.
after. Then listen to me now. After, when you take a test tomorrow, when you have a mock
Okay,
test with me, after that,
okay,
relax. You don't do anything
okay,
for the test. Okay, that's very important.
okay,
Okay, make
okay.
yourself normal, and when you go in the examination, in the examination hall, in the test center, you should feel very fresh, confident. That's all.
Okay, okay,
There is not very much
okay, okay,
senior teacher. You are quite. You doesn't seem to be a student. Okay, you have a good
okay,
a skill of speaking, explaining. I wonder that how nicely you start answering a question, and how nicely you close, and how nicely you explain all these things. That's wonderful. Very impressive. Okay.
okay.
So
Thank
keep
you.
peace. Okay, keep peace. There's nothing to
Uh,
worry about. Okay,
Okay,
have a nice
okay, okay,
dreams.
okay,
Goodbye. Stay
okay.
blessed.
Allah Hafiz,
I love
Allah
you.
Hafiz,
I love
Allah
you.
Hafiz.
I will send you the link of this movie. Okay, I have made the
Okay,
recording. I have made the
okay,
recording. I will send you the link on Maki's email.
uh,
You can
okay,
listen to what there's great fluency that I have noticed. Okay, dear, stay
okay,
blessed.
okay.
Have a nice time.
Allah
I love
Hafiz,
you.
Allah Hafiz.